Hey there, everybody. How's it going? So, Korea is easily one of the top two best countries that I have ever lived in. No competition there. However, there's a bunch of really stupid things that sometimes I don't like that much. And it's raining outside, so today I figured, hey, what better time to go on a rant about this than right now? Okay, so what's something that we all do, right? We all desire love, we all have a fear of death. We all kind of love the idea of the sweet embrace of death, and we all go to the restroom. Well, in Korea, the restrooms are a little bit different, just a little bit. And you're probably thinking, what do you mean by this, Joe? And I'll explain it after this redundant statement. So, what I mean is that a lot of restrooms in Korea do not have any sort of soap. And Korean people a lot of times deny this. They'll sit there and go, this isn't true. Or they'll say, okay, maybe this is true, but this is the case in other places in the world. And that is a true statement. However, that doesn't excuse Korea or wherever it is that you are in the world for not having soap. This happens all the time, specifically in public places, right? There's been so many times, and this happened 3 times today, which is why I'm actually kind of making this video, where I'll be out walking around in a public area, going to public restrooms or even restrooms in restaurants, but less so. And there's just no soap. There's no soap at all. It's not even that they ran out of it. It's just that there's no dispenser in the first place. Now, I will say that restaurants tend to be a bit better about this, especially mom and pop shops, because I think that they have more of an incentive. But it's just not there. And a lot of foreigners here complain about this, and a lot of Koreans tend to deny it. There's even an anecdotal example where this actually happened with one of my Korean friends, where we had just got done talking about it, and then afterwards, just a few minutes later, we went to the restroom together, as us guys like to do, especially when we're homeboys and we're going to a hot dog eating contest. And there was no soap there. I said, hey, where's the soap at? And he goes, oh yeah, I guess there is none here. So he just washes his hands in the water. You might as well just licked it at that point. Okay? And proceeded to move on. All right? Right after we got done talking about it. The other issue that I have with Korean bathrooms is that a lot of the time they tend to not have any way to dry off your hands. This is actually a lot more common than the soap issue. Granted, it's not the biggest issue, but it is annoying that they don't have any sort of paper towels, or they don't have any sort of way to, air dryers, I guess. Or if they do, a lot of the times they're not plugged up, or the wiring doesn't work for whatever reason. It's not horrible. It's not something that makes you want to leave the country, but it's just a gripe, and I'm really sick and tired of seeing it. And I'm also really sick and tired of bringing it up to people, specifically Koreans, and asking them about it and having them deny it, right? With that being said, yes, these are issues probably everywhere in the world. I've traveled a decent bit. I've seen these issues happen in other places. However, living in Korea, it's very heightened, especially compared to the U.S., right? When we think of the U.S., we don't really think of bathroom hygiene. However, it's shocking how common soap is in the U.S. and something that I just never even really thought about. And then coming to Korea and seeing just almost it be so drastically different. So if you're coming to Korea, maybe get yourself some hand sanitizer, or, maybe bring your own bar of soap and blah, blah, I don't know. But just giving everyone a heads up about this particular subject. So thank you for my rant. I do love Korea. 사랑해요. But with that being said, you know.